I was 6 years old when I was adopted. My memories of my biological family are blurry, but I remember enough to know that love wasn't something I felt often in that house. There were nights I went to sleep hungry, mornings when I was afraid to make a sound. When CPS took me away, I didn't cry. I remember sitting in the back of a social worker's car, staring out the window, wondering if I'd ever feel safe again. Then came the Parkers. From the moment I stepped into their home, I felt something unfamiliar. Warmth. They had 2 kids, of their own, but they treated me like I had always been there. My new mom tucked me in at night. My new dad held my hand on my first day of school. They never tried to erase where I came from, but they made sure I knew I had a place where I belonged. Years later, my brother Lucas got engaged to a woman named Emily. She was adopted too, but her story was different. Her adoptive parents had been strict, controlling, and never let her ask questions about her past. She grew up resenting them and eventually adoption as a whole. From the moment she found out I was adopted, she made it her mission to wake me up to the truth she believed in. She told me I was brainwashed, that no child truly wants to be taken from their biological family. That CPS doesn't save kids, it steals them. That I wasn't loved, just legally transferred like a possession. I tried to be patient. I understood her pain. But every time we were in the same room, she'd bring it up again, insisting that I had just buried the trauma, that one day I'd realize how wronged I was. One night at dinner, she pushed too far. "You know they bought you, right?" she said casually, sipping her wine. The room went silent. My parents, my siblings, everyone froze. I clenched my fists under the table. "They didn't buy me," I said, my voice steady but sharp. "They saved me," she scoffed. "That's what they want you to think." I stood up. "No, that's what I know. You had a bad experience, and I'm sorry for that. But don't project your trauma onto me. My family is my family, and nothing you say will change that?" She stared at me, shocked. Lucas put a hand on her arm, whispering something, but I didn't stick around to hear it. I walked out onto the porch, breathing in the cool night air. A moment later, my dad stepped outside and placed a hand on my shoulder. No words were needed. I wasn't bought. I wasn't stolen. I was loved. And that was the only truth that mattered.